stars are out and shining, but all I really wanna know, I want you. Show me the way every day. I want you. Show me the way, yeah. When I can see no reason, you're living on your nerves. When someone drops a cup and I submerge, I'm swimming in a circle. I feel I'm going down. There has to be a fool to play my part.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's play together. Come love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. How are you this morning? I understand a few of you had snow at your house yesterday. Yes. Bobby said it was actually snowing here. I was here yesterday, but obviously not in the right moment when it was happening. But how fun is that? Of course, this morning I'm driving in, and I come in from the south, so the mountains are spread out before me. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous, and I'm looking at how low it is on the foothills in the front, and the cloud cover is all white and dark and gorgeous, and there's blue sky up there. And then I realized that right over there behind me is the exit to the 10 freeway. I was like, okay, now there was a time in my life when I would have freaked out, yelled at myself for 5 minutes. You know, I am so much more spiritually mature now. Yes, it's good to know in a minister, isn't it? I just went, oh, look, there's the next off-ramp. So I'll get off. I check, is there an on-ramp coming back? Yes, there is. Okay, off, back on. And what was really magical was that as I got back on the 10, I was up higher and I could see them better. It was even better than before. So I'm just saying there's an incentive to do your spiritual practice, okay? It pays off in the end. It is not necessary to give up your joy for your goal, okay? It's not either or. So there you have it. That's my mini sermon for the day. So welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Reverend Tracy. I want to say hi to all our folks online out there. And welcome all of you, and thank you for braving the beautiful yet crisp weather we are experiencing, and inside the sanctuary somewhat as well. But that's okay. That's a story for a different day. What I know is that right where we are is a circle of love and support and nourishment and fellowship, and that in and of itself is warming to our souls, and we can only all be better for it. So thank you all for being here. So our practitioner on platform this morning is the Reverend Drac Druella. I don't know if you were able to hear us yelling and hooting and hollering for making your official announcement at the annual meeting, so we'll just do that now. He's now part of Centers for Spiritual Living. And oh yes, a newly elected board member. Yay! So welcome and thank you. And this morning, he just is going to do an opening prayer and a reading. No pressure, just nice and easy, all that good stuff. And we've got music today, too. We've got Jeff on the piano, and we welcome back Tina Meeks. All right, and let's get started. Let's start by getting centered. I'm going to invite you to just close your eyes where you are, if you're comfortable. Take that deep breath and let the sound of the bowl take you within. For this tone is one that reminds us of the oneness, the harmony, the joy of life. And as we breathe in and breathe out and feel that rhythm, we are reminded that life is all oneness.
And so we center ourselves in this presence right here and now, knowing this oneness inside of ourselves and that prevails in all living things. This presence, this oneness that animates all that is alive and all that you don't even see move. It is within every cell of your body, with its own unique rhythm expressing as your own. It is the thread that connects all of us in consciousness, even down to that cell I spoke about. It weaves us all together in consciousness, this oneness and this presence. So we breathe in, and we exhale this understanding, this knowing, this presence. And we celebrate that we are all together in this morning. And we all say together, and so it is. So I think probably most of us have heard this at least once, that in The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes defines divine nature as the true nature of all things. That seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? But it's rather profound. So why is it that I often miss that in things? You know, I admit I do. And I have to pull myself back and remind myself it's there. I'm thinking about what Reverend Tracy's going to talk about today. That choosing to accept what we find with wonder happens on so many levels when we accept things for what they are, as divine, and don't allow our thoughts and judgments to get in the way. So with that thought, there is a story in Kitchen Table Wisdom, Stories That Heal by Rachel Naomi Remen. I think I'm saying her name right, aren't I? It's called The Wood of No Names, and I would like to read this to you. It's not long, just to kind of say the things I'm thinking better than I would at this moment. It does it beautifully. Just before she meets with Tweedledum and Tweedledee, Alice enters the Wood of No Names and encounters a fawn. Neither the fawn nor Alice can remember their names. No matter. They walk a ways together, Alice with her arms clasped lovingly around the soft neck of the fawn, until they come to the edge of the wood. Once there, the fawn suddenly remembers its name and looks at Alice with horror. "I'm a fawn," it cries out, "and dear me, you're a human child." Terrified, it runs away. As a child, I spent many summers alone on a deserted beach on Long Island, gathering shells, digging for little clams, leading a far different life than the city life I led the rest of the year. Day after day, I watched everything, developing an eye for change in all its subtlety. The rest of the year in New York City, I did not look directly at anyone I did not know and did not talk to strangers. There was great peace in those summers and a new ability to be without people and yet not alone. I have many good memories of that time. Every morning the sea would wash up new treasures, pieces of wood from sunken boats, bits of glass worn smooth as silk, the occasional jellyfish. Once I even found a pair of glasses with only one lens left in them. Some of the most vivid of these memories concern the beautiful white birds that flew constantly overhead. I remember how their wings would become transparent when they passed between me and the sun. Angel wings. I remember how my heart followed them and how much I too wanted wings to fly. Many years later, I had the opportunity to walk this same beach. It was a great disappointment. Bits of seaweed and garbage littered the shoreline, and there were seagulls everywhere, screaming raucously, fighting over the garbage and the occasional dead creature the sea had given up. Disheartened, I drove home and was halfway there before I realized that the gulls were the white birds of my childhood. The beach had not changed. The sacred lot lives beyond labels and judgment in the wood of no names.
Thank you for that reading. I'm going to sing they call it when I was young, they called it the Negro National Anthem. Now they call it the Black National Anthem. Who knows what it'll be? But the reality is this, that this month many of us are celebrating in the United States the history and life of African Americans in this country. And I'm honored to be here and sing this song so that you can at least have some connection to that theme during this month. Thank you. Thank you. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Oh, with a steady beat, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, the broad thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path, we pray. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Tina. That was wonderful. So this morning, we light our candle for joy, that we might find joy in all things, that we actually carry that joy within us. To enjoy is to bring the joy into something or some relationship or some circumstance. And so as we talk today about this dance between the human and the divine like we do every Sunday, let us do so with joy, for it is truly the energy that lifts us all and brings us forward into that life that we all desire, that life of light and love. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to find a neighbor to turn and face. So some of you will have to look behind you. Some of you will have to look across the aisle. There you go. All right, everybody find somebody to face. Okay, you share. Okay, all right, now what I want you to do is put your hands over your eyes, and when I count to 3, I want you to take your hands away and yell peekaboo. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Peekaboo! Yes, play is a spiritual practice. So we get fun, we get laughter. If you play with a baby, you're guaranteed to start laughing because who can resist the laughter of a child? But you guys did pretty well just amongst yourselves. So that playful bit of you lives inside of you. And it's just an amazing phenomenon. You know, from the baby's perspective, peekaboo, when you cover your eyes, the world goes away. And then when you take your hands away, the world comes back. And it's all new. Because to a child, everything is new. And isn't that also a metaphor for life? That when we take a step back from the world, when we metaphorically cover our eyes and go within and come back into the world, it is with a different perspective. Right? I mean, haven't you been told, you know, you really should sleep on that before you make a decision? Right? So withdraw from the world and go within, even if it's to sleep, so that you might come back from a new place, from a new vantage point, with a new outlook. Now, Ernest Holmes says that life is awaiting our discovery of natural laws, our discovery of ourselves, and our discovery of our relationship to the greater whole. Life is waiting for us. In other words, this is the part where the human gets to decide, right? This is our volition. This is our choice to consciously decide to wake up, to become more aware, to make choices that serve our lives and the lives of those around us. So we learn as we go through life, as the child does, the laws of physics, right? If you stand up and tip over too far, you fall down. That's the laws of physics. But we also learn the laws of metaphysics. If I am grumpy all the time, it's amazing how grumpy the world is, right? We learn that we have an impact on the world just as the world has an impact on us. And the difference is that because we are conscious, because we choose to be aware, we can have some say in the direction of what happens to us, and we have all the say in how we choose to react, whatever comes to us in this life. So we go within to discover ourselves, right? We go within. When something happens to us, we go within to see what we're going to do about it, how we feel about it, how we think we performed in that situation or that relationship. Some of us go down the dark, deep rabbit hole of, I should have said, I should have done, oh my God, what was I thinking? But that's all part of getting to know ourselves. And that's a necessary step in our own evolution. We can't grow if we don't know where we are. We have to start where we are. So we peek inside, right? We peek at life, or we peek at our inside life to discover who we are right now. We recognize that the world shapes us, it comes at us, it has influence on us, our family, our relationships, the politics, the country we grow up in. And then we also go beyond that, especially if we are spiritually motivated, to remember that life is more than the activity of things. And we actually spend time within in a place that remembers that at any given time there is joy, there is beauty, there is peace. That the greater truths of life are always true, and that I'm the one that moves in and out of awareness. Now, sometimes when we peek inside at what's in there, we don't always like what we find, right? We find some dark childhood corner that scares us or that still feels traumatic or something maybe we're not very proud of. And we have this tendency, not that those of us that are spiritually enlightened, of course, but we have this tendency to think that what's really inside of me is not good enough. It's wrong. Somehow it's not enough in some way. But that's not true. So John O'Donohue writes, each of us is deeply flawed somewhere. We are made of clay, and our clay is haunted by gravity. Think about that for a minute. We are made of clay, and our clay is haunted by gravity. We are human. We live in this world. We are pulled at by what we are surrounded by. We can't help that. We can't keep that from happening. Nevertheless, life can take a wonderfully creative turning when we choose to integrate the flaw. It need no longer be a force that diminishes or damages. The flaw will take us down boreens and pathways we would otherwise never have traveled. We begin to discover new landscapes through the fractured lens of more vulnerable vision. We learn to see neglected corners of the heart that have long awaited the affections of our eyes. We come to remember again that we were not sent here for worldly achievement alone. When we find that we are being gently rescued from the illusion of progress, the fragile dimensions of the exiled soul begin to return. And there's a lot to understand there. You know, we look inside, and if we're not terribly pleased, we can approach it with wonder and curiosity, which is what we've been talking about this month, rather than judgment and condemnation. We can approach ourselves and those dark corners of the heart, awaiting the affections of our eyes. In other words, see me, love me, nurture me, heal me. Every aspect of ourselves is up for healing. And we have the power to do that through love, through the support of our friends, through the beliefs that we carry and the ways that we choose to interact in the world. New paths open up. Inside of our curious mind, imagination plays. All things are possible. That toddler heads off across the living room on wobbly legs, heading for something sparkly and shiny, and finds other things along the way, especially if they accidentally plop down in the middle of their stroll. Oh, look, there's lint on the carpet. This is fun. We too have that curiosity. We too have that innate desire to explore, to understand, to see. We have to choose to do that, right? We have to choose to be aware, to be awake, to allow that dance between the human and the divine to happen. So when something happens that feels less than desirable, I'm called to be curious, to approach with wonder, to say, yeah, this does not feel good. I wonder what there is for me here. I wonder how this might serve me. I wonder what this is going to mean to me later on in my life when I look back. Because you all know, when you look back, you have a different perspective, right? When you've slept on it and then you look at the situation again, it's not the same. So while we're in it, it's possible to maintain that curiosity and wonder and expectation that something good, something for us is coming from that. What we're really trying to get to is our authentic self, right? So the childhood dreams and aspirations and desires of the heart. Now, those dreams may have changed over the years, right? You may not want to be an astronaut anymore. You may have some other desire to be something exciting in the world, or to see something, or to go somewhere, or to find someone. So it's important that we check in with ourselves consistently to see, where am I now? Who am I now? What do I want? And to understand that somewhere, somehow, along the path of life, many of those dreams, we didn't willingly give them up. We may have unconsciously taken a different direction, or we may have believed someone who told us it wasn't possible, or we may simply have lost our heart for one reason and thereby lost our dreams across the board. But that authentic self is still there. That heart of hearts is still within you. That child that wanted to be an astronaut still wants to explore space and time. We have to go looking, though, for it as adults sometimes. We aren't quite as free with our attention as the toddler, right? What happens, I think, to us is that if we're going to really express our authentic selves and to live the lives that we're meant to live, we have to remember that our true selves only emerge when it's safe. So if we meet those dreams or those memories or those desires of the heart with judgment or condemnation, or I can't, or I'm too old, or I'm too young, or that'll never happen to me, if we shut ourselves down, if we throw on shame and blame and guilt and our false sense of obligation, then our true nature will go back into hiding. It's only when we are genuinely curious, when we are supportive, when we encourage ourselves to take that first step. Hey, so okay, you're never going to be a rockette. Maybe you could sign up to be a dancer somewhere close by. Maybe you could take a line dancing class or do yoga on TV or, right? So we have this self within us that requires love to bloom, just as any child requires that love and encouragement in order to blossom. We don't ever lose that. We just lose sight of it. So it behooves us to cover our eyes once in a while and go looking within. We see more with the heart. The heart has a voice and it speaks to us, but we have to be quiet enough to hear it. We have to be interested. We have to be willing. We have to be open to what our hearts are saying to us. You know, if you try to play peekaboo with a baby that doesn't know you, you could scare them and they could cry. I've done that in the store before. Play with the baby in the cart in front of me. Oh, look, I made the baby cry. Great. Sorry, Mom. You know. So it's important to remember that we too are like that. You know, we've really got to be gentle. We've really got to be gentle with ourselves. Now, you know, I do get impatient with myself. You know, it's like I will ask myself sometimes, what is your problem, Tracy, when I hear myself doing, saying, being something that is totally unministerial and very unattractive. Not that it happens often, but it does happen. It happens to all of us, you know. And I've changed that what is your problem to what is your possum. How many of you have come across a possum unexpectedly? Startling, aren't they? Not exactly. They're kind of like ugly cute. They look like giant rats, except they're not. And I say that, what is your possum? Because if you first come across one and you don't know anything about them, you want them out, right? Exterminate them, call animal control, get the BB gun, something. You know, what is this thing, this rat thing in my bougainvillea bush with its sharp little teeth? And it's hissing at me too, because I've cornered it. Not good. First one I ever saw, I was walking through a gate to a back apartment, you know, behind the house kind of thing. I opened the gate, and it was sitting on the support rail that goes across the top of the fence inside, and it was facing me. So it was literally at eye level, this little pointy nose at eye level. We scared each other to death. It was just, there was screaming, there was hissing, it disappeared. It was very exciting. But here's the thing about a possum. They're really, really good for your garden. They eat the insects and the bugs that eat your plants. They're virtually helpless. They can barely see. They can barely hear or smell. They won't hurt you. They're harmless, and they're good for the ecology. When I know what a possum is, the fear goes away. Now, that doesn't mean I want to be startled by one, but I certainly am not afraid. I'm not looking to push it away. I'm not running away. So when I ask myself, what's my possum? It's really saying, what is in this situation that's so disturbing to me? What is also happening here? What is the message under the surface? What is being called forth in me to pay attention to? Where am I afraid? Where are my needs not getting met? You know, if I lash out and I'm grumpy and I'm snarky with people, it's because I need something. Now, that sounds like a really self-centered way to live, right? It's like, well, what do I need? It's all about what I need. Well, here's the thing. if I don't get what I need, I am not nice to you. I am not good in the world. And the whole idea of being a better human is to allow yourself to be a support for life and love in the world. Because as Drac had in his reading today, it's a web of interconnection. We're all connected to each other. So my ability to self-regulate, to stay connected to my spiritual and authentic self is only going to benefit not only my world, but the people in my world and the greater world. Because if I'm feeling loved and nurtured and supported and patient and kind and compassionate towards myself, I also have it to give to you on those days when you don't have it for yourself. And it works in reverse. So in order to live in this life where there are many funny-looking, scary-looking things that come at us, it's very important that we do our spiritual practice and peek inside periodically to remind ourselves of the greater truth of who we are, to take a minute and reset our perspective so that we might come back into the world from a different place and have a different impact. I don't want to be the cause of a negative impact in the world. So I'm going to invite you to take a peek inside. And I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath and just sort of listen to my words. It's not a full-on meditation, all right? It's more of a reflection. And I'm going to read some things, and there will be some questions at the end for you to answer. But I just want you to just kind of take it in and see where it takes you, all right? So if you take that deep breath and you close your eyes, I'm here to remind you that the human spirit is forever strong and life goes on. You are strong. And now is the time for us to go within. There is something within you that is just aching to come out, to be revealed. My goodness, I hope you really understand how beautiful you are, how powerful you are, how creative you are. There is no one on the planet quite like you. You, my dear friend, are amazing. And there's something amazing within you that is to be shared with the world. It really doesn't matter what you did or didn't do in the past, what you did or didn't say. This is the time for you to shine. This is the time for you to reveal the truth of your divine self. The world needs you, and we need you. Ah, but you say, not the real you, not that little you that says, I'm not enough, I don't know enough, not old enough, I'm too old. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. What can I do? Those childhood dreams and desires are still there deep within. They're connected to your purpose for being here on the planet. Tapping into that inner space where these dreams, ideas, and desires reside is what you are being called to do. It's what's calling you forth. And that voice, that's OBS. Oh, the old belief system. You are here to be the best you can possibly be. It doesn't matter what that is, just the best you. Listen, now's the time to reveal to the world or your community or in your relationships or even to yourself your most creative, powerful, joy-filled self. So ask yourself, what dreams, desires, or ideas want to be revealed through you? What is waiting to be birthed through you? Take a moment. And as you listen for that still, soft, and sacred voice of the heart, ask yourself, who am I to be? Who am I to be? Ask yourself, where in my life is there joy already? Where is my joy right now? What wants to be revealed? What else wants to be revealed through me? You, dear one, are the one to bring your dreams, ideas, and desires to fruition. Yes, you will have others to assist you, and they will, but nothing happens without you. Life is being revealed through you. You are here to make a difference. You are here on purpose for a purpose. We're always at the edge of time and space, always looking into the abyss where possibility and mystery live. It's okay not to know the next step. All you need to know is what you want. All you need to do is wait, to be curious. And when an idea comes, trust the ground will rise to meet you as you move your foot out over the edge. We build our lives one step at a time. The avenue of our life's journey exists in our subconscious, our soul. It's time to release ourselves to its revelation. So as you once again open your eyes and come back into the world, sort of a slow motion peekaboo, realize that we can always peek inside and come back out. We can always go within and accept and cherish what we find there. With all our faults, all our foibles, our strong points, our thoughts, our feelings, and everything else. It's the best thing we've got going for us. It's who we are, who we're meant to be, and it's not a mistake. You are not a mistake, just as you are. We are the greatest thing that will ever happen to us, and you can believe that. So go ahead. Invite others to play peekaboo with you. Ask the questions. Stay curious. Bring your love. Bring your joy. Bring all that is within you that is greater than the day before you into that day. You might truly find the heart of that toddler that laughs with delight with every surprise. Namaste. So not that the ending wasn't almost a prayer. Let's go into prayer anyway. I was taught you can never pray too much because after all, we are taught to pray without ceasing. In other words, take a moment and align with that greater power, that presence, that energy of life that is the truth of our being. That is beyond the opinions and the self-talk and the judgments and even the compassion and kindness. There is an energy of love that is true, that is the heart of our heart, that is the energy of our life. Some call this energy God or Spirit or Universe or Yahweh or Allah. By any name, it is that which loves us and lifts us into our greatest yet to be. And what I know is that in this place there is always an element of joy, an awareness of beauty, a feeling of peace. That the heart of heart that beats in every chest is love in form. And so I call forth this love to inform all that I do, all that I say, all that I am in the world. I call forth that ability in me to recognize this love in everyone and everything I meet. For the energy of life is in and through all things, all people, all circumstances. And where it does not look like love, I bring love. And where I myself do not look like love, I release that which is in the way of love. So calling forth that greater heart within me, calling forth that greater heart that is within everyone, I recognize and appreciate and give thanks for the beauty of this world, the joy that we share, the peace that is available, that we might live those things in greater numbers, at greater volume, in more places, so that others too might rise up with us. Life is good. The power is strong. It is within us. It is undeniable. So I simply release my word into the consciousness of the one mind, where all things are already complete, and simply allow this life to unfold for its highest and best for me and for everyone, knowing it is good, for I know it is God, and so it is. So if you will, in your program, we have an affirmation to say together. I'll say a line and invite you to repeat after me, and that allows our online congregants to join us. That first sentence is a little long, so be ready. Today, I consciously choose to appreciate my discoveries through curiosity and wonder. Today, I consciously choose to appreciate my discoveries through curiosity and wonder. I live life to the fullest. And so it is. All right, let's have a little more music, shall we?
Okay, how many of you were raised on Burt Bacharach? Wasn't he wonderful? I'd like to dedicate this one to all of the good times we had with his music. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, it's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last until the end of time. Oh, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Oh Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine, enough to last till the end of time. Oh, what the world needs now just for some or for everyone. Would you agree? What the world needs now, sing with me, is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, is love. It's love. Take it with you.
So when you do your album and you record the standards, make sure you bring it here, okay? You could do a whole Baccarat album. That would be lovely. Oh, my goodness. All right, so let's take a moment and honor the contributions all of us make to our center, giving of your gifts, of your financial support, your volunteerism, your consciousness that says this place is here for us and it's mine. If you recall last week at the annual meeting, this is my home, right? This is who we are right here. So thank you all up front and for things given already and for the greater yet to be that we are creating together. If you have a contribution here in the room, there are baskets in the back by the doors, and if you want to take it right now and put it over your heart and say with me our prosperity affirmation. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. All right, so let's talk about the things that are happening here. You are invited. We don't call these announcements, we call them invitations. You're invited to participate. Why? Because it's really fun. Unless you just come to be entertained, in which case we're going to start charging you tickets at the door. Your choice. All right, so here's what we have. So this week, as we have been having most weeks, our friend Ingrid is doing a breath meditation after service at 12 o'clock, 15, 20 minutes, a different kind of centering. It's a lovely practice. And those of you that have been participating tell me that it is just one of the sweetest moments of the week. So think about sticking around a little bit for that after coffee. We've got flowers this morning from Chris. We thank you, Chris, for the beautiful flowers. And remember that there is a sign-up sheet out front. You can sponsor the flowers for a Sunday morning, and then you get to take them home with you when you're done. Excuse me. This Wednesday, we have our pre-gateway meditation in the practitioner room with Nisa. And then this week, we have a guest speaker. The Reverend Julie Wheeler will be talking to us about restorative justice circles. So this is a very powerful form of healing for a community. So I think there's going to be not only a lot of good information, but just an opening of the heart that will serve this community in a greater way. So I invite you to come on Wednesday night at 6:15 for the meditation, at 7 for the service, and welcome our guest speaker, Reverend Julie Wheeler. The Interfaith Prayer Vigil for the earthquake victims, which was scheduled for last Thursday. I don't know if you remember last Thursday, there was basically a monsoon going on, so it was postponed to this week. So this Thursday night at 6 o'clock at the Claremont School of Theology, bring your candles, bring your prayers, and join with the community in some prayer support for those people in Turkey and Syria suffering the results of that earthquake. We have a 5-week course originally scheduled to begin last week, I believe, but it's going to start on March 5th. So we moved it out a week to give people a chance to sign up. Nisa's teaching this class, which is a focused awareness meditation. So it's a particular type of spiritual practice. It's about bringing mind and body together. We can always use more of that. The cost for the class is $75 plus books are $15. And I've looked at the curricula, and it's a very strong program. It's a very powerful way to deepen your spiritual practice in just a new way. And what I find when I look at this is it's not just about the moments that you spend in meditation. It actually builds your ability to focus mindfully throughout your day. It becomes a way of thinking, not just a moment to sit quietly. So there's a flyer out front. Nisa can answer additional questions for you, but take a look and consider taking this class, which begins next Sunday after church. I don't have a time, but I think it's 12:30. Thank you. Okay, so we have Okay, so if you have questions, you can talk to Nisa today or you can call her. But do sign up so we know how many people to expect. And take advantage of that class. It looks like a wonderful thing. We also have an Essential Ernest Holmes class coming up. We're going to start on April 1st. That's a Saturday. The Saturdays in April sort of frittered away for me. Let me start that sentence again. The Saturdays in March got booked. So we'll start on Saturday morning. Now, I still want to teach an evening class. There were a couple people that were interested in Thursday evenings. If there are any more people, if you have not already signed up and would like to come on a Thursday evening, if that time works better for you, please put your name on the list today, because if we have enough people, I'll do both classes. Because for some people, that morning hour works better. For others, the evening works better. And talk to me after service if you have questions or want to see. But I'm planning on teaching Saturday mornings from 9 to 11, and we'll begin on April 1st. We'll get another flyer out and get you some more information. But that's what we're planning so far. Okay? What else? Yeah, foundations class. You know what? It's not on here. Oops. This Thursday, 10 o'clock Thursday morning, foundations class. For those of you that want to learn more about the basic concepts of science of mind, want to get to know some of your fellow congregants better, because everything's better in class. You get more of a chance to get to know each other as well as the philosophy. If you haven't signed up already, there's a sign-up sheet out front. Reverend Mary is here to answer any questions. And even if you have taken the class, you might consider taking it again. You get a discount if you do, because you're not the same person you were the first time you took it. And my guess is when you take it again, you'll find out something new about yourself, about your spirituality, about what you believe, about what you can heal. Absolutely, yes. Some of us have either taught or taken this class, 50 times or so. It's different every time. So do yourself a favor, find one of these classes and get yourself into class, because life is better when you're in class. Everybody knows that. We've got a fundraiser coming up. When you came in, did you see the suit of armor? Yay. Yes, if you are a short person, that could be your costume. However, the rest of you are on your own. We're planning a dinner dance fundraiser on Saturday, April 15th, an easy date to remember. There'll be dancing, there'll be music, there'll be things to snack on, there'll be raffle prizes and auction items. Now, we are open to receive your donations for raffle and auction items. So you know that timeshare that you never used, you might want to auction that off. Or maybe you've got a couple treasures in your garage that, could be polished up and put a bow on it, and somebody will bid on it, because that's just the kind of people we are. It's going to be a blast. You don't have to wear a costume, but if you've got anything that looks Renaissance fairish, wear it, okay? It'll be fun. And let us know if there's something that you might want to donate towards our raffle baskets and auction items, because it's always more fun if there's stuff to buy. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I just think so. All right. Okay, and one more collection. Thank you to those of you donating consistently to our food collection. We're continuing to support 2 different shelters with the non-perishable food items. But we also have an opportunity to bring donations for the earthquake victims. The Unity of Pomona is taking a collection to the Turkish embassy to get to the people. So warm clothes, sleeping bags, tents, blankets, anything like that that would help support these people in the cold of winter to sustain themselves until things can be rebuilt and they can, they need all the help they can get, and we can be part of that help. So you can bring your things here, we'll get them to Unity, and they'll take them to the embassy to be distributed. Have I missed anything? All right. I want to thank you all for your participation at the annual meeting. It was actually pretty fun. I really want to thank our tech team for pulling it off yet again and making it work and getting everybody online that needed to be, and just to everybody who volunteers here. We all do this for each other, but I want you to know that I see it, I recognize it, I so appreciate it. My mother was a Science of Mind minister, and she and her husband started a church. And when you start a church, basically you start by doing every single thing yourself. So I went into ministry with eyes wide open, because I knew that my mother, the minister, also did the newsletter, cleaned the bathrooms, and did the Sunday talk, and then ran the classes. And so what I want you to know is that your contributions to who we are here simply magnifies what we have that is so wonderful. It allows each of us to show up in the world in a way that shows other people, hey, you know what? I think I want what you have. You're always so happy. You like going to church. What's with that? So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you contribute, all that we do together, all that we're able to share, because life's more fun when you share it. All right, I think that's it. So let's hear a little Eddie Watkins and look at the love in the sanctuary.
Take a look at the person next to you and say, God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, 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 we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every walk of life, every
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Who's it?
Jesse?
We got this up. So yeah, I don't think this noise is gonna affect you, but just because you're speaking right in the mic.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. We're just trying to do something that promotes your meditation.
Okay.
Whatever you think.
Well, you can give me feedback. Do you want me to try once? Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Well, I have the wrong glasses on to see the camera, so maybe that's a good thing. I know. Okay. Is that somebody up there? Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, so starting March 5th, there's going to be a 5-week class on focused awareness meditation. It's evidence-based class, and it's going to bring a systematic approach to mindfulness in focus. It integrates the science of meditation to support the student and the meditator in establishing a meditation practice that is ongoing. And for the for your health benefits, as well as to deepen into your spiritual depths. Yeah, see, it's good to go through this once. Okay, you're not going to print this one, right? Okay. Uh-huh.
Name of the class, the time, and what they're gonna get out of it. That's all it is.
Uh-huh.
I imagine meditation's in the name, right?
Yeah, focused awareness meditation.
Yeah. You know, sit like right here, that way, even though this will look right above me, so if you look just right above me,
Uh-huh.
and back, and then you look at
Oh, okay. So focused awareness meditation is the new course that I'm going to be offering beginning March 5th. It'll be 5 Sundays here at the Center for Spiritual Living. It starts at 12:30. It'll be in the chapel at 12:30 after church. And it's focused awareness meditation is going to bring mind and body together. It's evidence-based. It brings a systematic approach to mindfulness and focus, and it integrates the sciences of meditation to support the meditator in establishing a long-term, easy habit of meditation. Each class is going to be about 2 hours long, and we welcome everybody of all physical abilities. It's going to be personalized for each person to help you establish and or deepen into a current meditation practice as well. So.
Let's do one more. Just look at I guess from your perspective, it's like just off to the left, like right between the lights and
The clock?
And the clock, right in the middle.
Okay,
of
I
the
got to
lights.
do that all over. I don't think it'll be, you're going to cut it and paste it or what?
Yeah, I mean, well, it really only needs to be 30 seconds.
Uh-huh.
So it really only needs to be starting next Sunday, after service at 12:30, we're doing a meditation class. I'll be presenting it. You will learn how to meditate on your own level. I don't know, whatever.
Oh, that's good.
Something like that.
I should have been talking to you when I was doing my flyer.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hi, starting next week, March 5th, I'm going to be presenting a 5-week course for meditation. It will be here at the Center for Spiritual Living after church, 12:30 in the chapel. It's going to explore the whys and how-tos of meditation. It's for all levels of meditators. It's for all levels of physical ability. And we look forward to seeing you here. One time my daughter was trying to get a photo for when I was doing body work, and PR photo. She got there in 75 shots.
Yes. Yes, it's fine. I like it actually. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It does have colors, doesn't it? I forgot.
I was thinking we should put that controller right here, so. Yeah, you can be like, yeah.
I'll do rainbows on the back. All right, so. All right, and I'm saying that I'm thanking the people who follow us on Instagram specifically. Okay.
I want you to know that we appreciate you following,
Mm-hmm.
and we appreciate when you see our posts. We'd like you to see more of our posts.
Mm-hmm.
Turn on notifications.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Something like that. I'm just asking you to turn on something.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try it. Well, let me just try something. Probably should say who I am, huh? Yeah, whatever the name of the place is. Yeah, thanks, Sean. Don't help me with that. If I say that wrong, it won't. Don't you put it out there. All right, so let's see. Okay, so how about, hey everyone, I'm Reverend Tracy at Claremont Center for Spiritual Living, and I want to thank all of you who follow us for being part of our extended community. What we'd like to ask you to do so that you don't get left out of anything is to turn on your post notifications for social media. I don't know. Turn on your post notifications. I don't know.
Yeah, you could say, I'm gonna, at that point, I'm probably gonna cut in with like, how to turn on post notifications.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like I'll shoot a little video of turning on
Yeah.
post notifications.
Okay.
So
All right, I'll try again.
explain those, here. And what was it? Or something I was doing. I mean, you did great.
Okay, well, no, I mean, that was just like, try to see if I have words, so.
No, you did perfect.
Thank you for being part of our extended community, and part of our extended community. We don't want you to miss a thing, so do yourself a favor and turn on post notifications. That way you'll stay up to date, we'll know you're out there, and hey, if you like it, give us a heart.
You have to say, do yourself a favor. You might wanna say, do us a favor.
Okay,
If you could, we would appreciate it. Oh, that was one thing, is we promise to create wonderful spiritual content for you. So you'll love every post, something like that.
okay, that's a little much to ask, but okay.
So that there'll be love with every post.
Yeah, okay, all right, I'll try this again. Hey everyone, this is Reverend Tracy Earlywine from Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. I just want to thank you for being part of our extended community. And for those of you that follow us, we don't want you to miss a thing. If you turn on post notifications, that's good for you because you'll get to see all of that wonderful spiritual content that we are looking forward to creating every day. And hey, if you like it, hit that heart button. That way we know you're out there and know that we love you.
All right, you did perfect. Somebody hit the wall and bounced the camera.
Okay.
So
I'll try it. I'll just do it again.
I'll be doing it sometime and then
See if the words come out anything like they did the last time.
no, that was perfect. And we'll probably be able to use it.
Well, I'll try it. Okay. I'll do one more.
Hang on a second, Tracy.
Yep.
Let me get over here so you have a real person to talk to, okay?
Oh, that always helps. Yeah, just sit back there by the camera. That's good. That's what we used to do during COVID. There'd be like the 3 people in the living room, and I'd talk to them. They never laughed at my jokes, though.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Sitting here in repetition.
I don't know if that helps or not. Oh, that's fine. Hey, everyone. It's Reverend Tracy Earlywine from Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. Thank you so much for being part of our extended community. You know, we look forward to creating beautiful spiritual content and putting it out there on social media every day. And if you don't want to miss a thing, then why don't you turn on your posts? Yeah, that's not it.
You
Okay. Forward to creating spiritual every day. We don't want you to miss a thing. So turn on your post notifications. Do that again for the P that popped.
They would take the mic and point it like, I mean, at you, but to the side. Yeah, hold on.
Oh, wait, we have to start over then.
Yeah, it's fine.
The mic.
Yeah, the mic position. If it's pointed that way,
You won't get the P.
we'll get the.
P. Okay. One more time. All right. And again. All right. So funny.
Okay,
All right.
I'm ready to listen.
Thank you.
Give me what you got.
Hey everyone, it's Reverend Tracy Earlywine from Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. Thank you so much for being part of our extended community. You know, we look forward to putting out great spiritual content every day on social media, and if you want to stay in touch with us, do us a favor, do yourselves a favor. Turn on your post notifications. If you like what you see, throw a little heart in there, and we can stay connected in ways that we just think are wonderful. We'll just change that whole last sentence. God, Sean. Okay, it is going great. All right, so notifications. Stay in touch with us. Okay, so. I don't know how to end it.
Well, we appreciate your likes,
Oh, yeah. Okay, right, okay.
your likes, your comments.
All right. We appreciate hearing from you, so throw a heart on there yeah. We appreciate hearing from you, so we look forward to seeing your comments, your hearts, your likes. We want to stay in touch, and we hope you do too. Thank you.
That was good. Let's try one more with, we appreciate your hearts. We love to hear, we love your comments, and we appreciate we appreciate when you, and we appreciate your shares.
Oh, okay.
Something,
Yeah.
we love your hearts,
Yeah.
like your comments.
We love your hearts, we heart your likes.
Just hit all the buttons. Okay, so you're gonna try to piece this. You're gonna try to piece this together, right? So I can just kind of do some kind of ending. All right. So, community. Don't want to miss a thing. We love to see your comments. We love to see your comments. We hope that you're sharing our message with your friends, and hit us with a like once in a while. We love to know that you're out there and active. This is so stupid. Okay.
You want a piece of paper and then you're.
No, let me just think about it for a second.
Just write
Okay.
a few key words.
You could toss a joke in there, you could say,
No.
we could get engaged with a like,
No. We're
put a
not
ring
gonna
on it with a comment.
No, I'm not going to get that complicated because they'll never get it done. Okay, so let's see. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I gotta move this, cause it's like going across your throat, so.
Hold that.
We want it like this.
Okay, it can be lower. Would it be better if it's lower?
I just don't want it like, you know what I mean? It was like doing a line.
Is it
across your-
better? Is it better down here? Because that's fine too. You can hear me.
Yeah, as long as it's not like.
It should be black
As long
on
as
black.
it's in the black on black, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to try again. Hi, everyone. This is Reverend Tracy Earlywine from Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. Thank you so much for being part of our extended community. We love knowing that you're out there, and we're looking forward to putting out great spiritual content every day. So do yourselves a favor and do us a favor. Turn on your post notifications. That way you won't miss a thing. We so appreciate every time you share, every time you comment, every little red heart that comes floating across the screen. We love you and want you to know that you are truly loved.